Hello and good morning, y'all, and welcome to Something Bad is on the Moon. So this is going to be a found footage horror game about the Apollo 17 mission to the moon, where something bad's found, I'm going to presume, going by the title. I'm really down with that concept. I love found footage. I love space. Let's merge it together, see what we get. So I'm going to go ahead and put the link to the game in the description down below if you want to play it yourself. Without further ado, let's get into it. Something Bad is on the Moon. November 19, 1972, marked date of the last publicly disclosed moon landing. Okay, since then, 8 classified lunar missions were authorized in absolute secrecy. I found the video recording which instigated those classified missions. Something is on the moon. So I'm wondering if this is going to be similar to that movie Apollo 18, which was a found footage horror movie in space? I wonder. And somehow, when I saw this footage last week, I think it noticed me. Recorded December 20th, 1972, final public lunar mission, Lieutenant Marcus Rents.
Tranquility Base, this is Houston.
Something.
You are go for EVA. Please confirm status of your suit systems and PLSS before proceeding to the equipment site. Over. Roger that, Houston. This is Tranquility.
We have control.
Suit systems are green across the board. PLSS is operating within nominal parameters. Preparing to egress the LM. Over.
I wish we had a little bit more of like a floatiness to the jumps.
Take your first steps carefully. The radar receiver at radar site November has recently failed. Its last telemetry sweep before your EVA noted a transient signal 1,500 miles southwest of your position. Likely a sensor echo. Proceed with manual receiver reset. Over.
1,500 miles south of me.
Understood,
Oh,
Houston.
hi.
It's eerie out here. Reminds me of my last walk on the lunar surface. The solitude. The silence. You know, the human brain craves faces. The solitude makes me see them in the hills.
I'm loving like...
The waypoint now. Over.
I'm loving the theming. I'm loving the look of this.
Tranquility. It's funny, Apollo 11 was the only mission where no one said they saw faces in the rocks. Must be odd to think about anything else when you're the first people to ever touch the moon, I suppose. Ever since then, someone on every lunar mission has mentioned it. Over.
I do wish we had like subtitles.
I'll make sure to inform you if any little green men pop out of the ground and eat me. Until then, though, I'm en route to the radio installation. Over and out.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get to a radio site and I guess reset it. Sounds good to me. Yeah, this moon's looking great. This is huge because it's the freaking moon. Space looks good. I'm into this. I'm into this entire idea. During the opening cutscene, I kind of mentioned this reminds me of a horror movie called Apollo 18, which got a lot of flack, but I remember it being pretty fun to watch. I just think found footage space horror, you can't do much of it for obvious reasons, but every now and then it definitely hits. At least it hits for me. Just coming up here. Jump, jump, jump.
Tranquility, be advised, another lunar radar installation, 2,300 miles east, reported a brief unidentified object crossing the lunar horizon, then went dark. Similar profile to your anomaly. It's puzzling, but proceed as planned. Over.
So something else went dark near us, apparently?
Copy. When I reach the radar, I'll make an assessment of the receiver's functionality. Tell me, though, what is believed to be
There's
the
our
source
low
of the radar
grav.
signatures?
Oh, that's satisfying.
Copy Tranquility. Current theory is high-velocity micrometeoroids, or possibly debris. Anomalous, but not unprecedented. Maintain focus on your objective. Over. Roger that, Houston. I have to admit that this situation has put me a bit on edge. I think I've been seeing things that aren't really there. Maybe just reflections off my visor. I just keep staring at the hills. Over. Tranquility.
There we go.
We are confident that that the mission state is nominal. Stay calm and focus on fixing the receiver. You'll get some rest soon. Update us when you reach the radar site.
I love that floatiness so much. So much. But again, I wish there were subtitles, because it's kind of like hard to follow along with like what's going on. Plus it's constant. But I don't mind that.
Houston, come in. I've made it to the radar site. Over. Roger. Tranquility. We need you to assess the condition of the receiver and run a system reboot.
Well, this one's red.
After the reboot completes, stand by, as we will need to ensure that the reboot fixes the system. But be advised, over the last few minutes, almost all lunar installations have experienced significant technical problems. The cause is currently unknown. Over.
I do like that we have .jpegs in 1972 here.
Something about this situation just isn't right. The receiver looks perfectly fine to me. No damage at all. All diagnostics are green, but the receiver is failing to detect any return signatures. I'll reboot the system now. Over.
Let's reboot.
Roger, Tranquility. Update us if the situation changes. Over.
There we go. You good? Blue screen of death? Hell yeah, dude. So reset. I wonder like what's gonna be out here. Like, I'm liking the tension. Oh, looks good.
Radar is operational. Tranquility, well done. I'm seeing the scans on my screen right now. It looks good. Tranquility. I'm picking up a small object traveling in your direction right now. It's moving fast, very fast. I cannot get a read on the exact speed. Patching into your HUD now. It's 2,250 miles away.
Oh, that's
Please
close.
return to the capsule.
Make your return to the capsule. You got it. Let's go. What do you think? Do you think it's be like Alien Danny DeVito?
Tranquility. Tranquility. We need you to stay where you are. Please do not move. You are safe here. You are safe. You are safe here. We need you to stay where you are. Please do not move. You are safe here.
That's a freaking that's Alien Danny DeVito.
Command module has begun its journey back to Earth. Please, hurry! Stay where you are, stay calm, and we will recover you shortly.
I'm moving. What? I don't like it. What is that? Oh my god. I don't want it. I hate it. Where am I? Hmm? Okay, and it force closes the game. I have no idea what to make of the ending there, but I think it was really cool. It was very hard to commentate during that, because it was non-stop dialogue, which is not a negative on the game in any way, shape, or form. I appreciated the strong narrative and whatnot, but it was really hard for me to get my thoughts out there because it was just so talkative. So now that it's over, I can kind of try. So yeah, first, I really loved the theming of that. Let me just relaunch the game so we can like look at something on screen. I'll get my thoughts out there. Or at least we can pretend I'll get my thoughts out there. There we go. So yeah, I really loved the found footage idea for this in space. I'm sure they probably maybe took some inspiration from Apollo 18 with this. I think it'd be really hard to not. I think the open, desolate feeling of the moon was fantastic. It just looked like it went like for miles in every direction, which is great. I don't know if like we're invisible walled off. I'd assume we are, but the game did a good job of like directing you a certain way and leaving it open enough to make it feel like you actually are like in the open moon. So like the immersion factor in that was really good. I felt like you didn't really get like enough lift jumping normally, but if you jump like and like kind of like went over a hill like I did a few times, the low grav really kicked in and it felt so good. Story was fine for what it was, you know. Reset the satellite, and then everything kind of goes haywire, and then it looks like it's one of those like maybe aliens that mimics and like kind of like twists words. It's what it sounded like. It sounded like the alien kind of took the voice of the commander with me, trying to get me to stand still. I'm not really sure what to make of the ending and like what really happened, but I think in its like own little 9-minute, 10-minute long game vacuum, it was cool for what it was. Was this perfect? No. Would I love to play another take of this at some point and like just get like a different vibe? Yeah, of course. If I were to make a suggestion to the developer with anything in this though, subtitles as an option. I know with that much dialogue, it's probably a lot of work for a free itch game, but I kept losing track of what was happening. If I was able to read, I'd really be able to kind of like grip into the story a lot better. But yeah, no, really cool thing. Very unique, not something you usually get on itch. I liked that. So again, that was Something Bad Is on the Moon. That's linked in the description down below if you want to check this out yourself, maybe listen to the story yourself, or just jump around in low graph because that was pretty fun. Thank you all very much for watching. Y'all have a lovely day, and as always, toodles, y'all.